Hey, welcome back. This is week one of DFW Restaurant Week. I'm Matt. This is my kitchen. This week we'll be doing appetizers. We're gonna be putting together something called salpicón. It's a shredded beef salad. It's fantastic. It's something we put together back when I was a kid. Don't forget, all of your recipes and product lists can be found in your DFW Restaurant Week recipe book that can be purchased at any of our Market Street locations. All right, let's get cooking. All right, the first thing you need to do is obviously cook yourself a brisket. I braised my brisket overnight. It is chilled and shredded right now. You guys can smoke a brisket if you like smoking them. It can be a leftover brisket, whatever it is. But the way that we always did this was for parties. It's a great party item because it's a meat item, but it's not designed to be hot. So you can take it to a party and it's cold and it can sit out for a couple hours and people just load it up and eat it. So that's why I always loved it. I've got some mise en place already set up for myself to make it a little bit easier right now, but it's not a terribly hard thing to put together. I save a little of my au jus from the brisket just to add to it, maybe a half cup. This was about 1.5 pounds of brisket. I have some pre-quartered. These are grape tomatoes. Love the grape tomatoes. They're sweet and easy to eat, and so I just like to quarter them up. I've diced some red onions. I've cubed some Monterey Jack cheese. I've got some chickpeas and some chopped green chilies. And so basically all we're gonna be doing is adding these in. I'm gonna chop some green onion up. Use as much as you want. If you don't like the onion part, you don't have to put it in. I don't mind it so much. And add that in there. Okay, next we're gonna chop up some avocados. It's a great time for avocados, always ripe this time of year. All right, there we go. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up a little bit of cilantro. All right, we're gonna add some fresh lime juice to this thing. Probably juice of like 2 limes will be great. All right, we're gonna start with some of my pre-quartered grape tomatoes. Probably put about 1 cup in there. Okay. Garbanzo beans. Maybe 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, depending on how much you like chickpeas. A little bit of red onion. Not need to do too much of this. Nobody likes that much raw red onion in their life. All right, this is a Monterey Jack cheese, just a nice, easy cheese to eat. I cubed it up, nice small dice of this cubed cheese. Probably about 1/2 cup to 1 cup. I just did canned green chili to make it easy, but if you want to cook some Anaheims on the grill, go for it. I'm adding a full cup of this. Everybody likes green chili. Doing a 1/2 tablespoon of chopped garlic. We do salt and pepper just to taste. And last but not least, we're gonna add some of our Gerard's Italian dressing. Probably about 3/4 cup of this. And for color, I like to add in a little bit of just pre-shredded cabbage. I got some coleslaw mix from the produce department and the purple pre-shredded cabbage. All right, voila, we're ready to mix. So I got a couple tongs. I'm just gonna mix everything together like a big salad. All right, one more thing I like to do is fire roast my tortillas. Now, you can eat a tortilla, you can microwave a tortilla, but to me that's kind of boring. Growing up, I grew up in El Paso. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that to you guys before, but we always fire roast our tortillas on our stoves. But back in the day, we always had the electric one, the twisty one, so you always had these little twisty marks on your tortilla every time you had any kind of taco or anything. Nowadays, we get to at least use gas stoves. But basically, I just throw these things on here. These are little guys, so I can get about 3 on each one of my burners. But you just sit there and you wait till they start smoking. You might think they're burnt, you might think I'm crazy until the first time you try it. So you see here, I've got some flame going. You got this, it's almost ready. You can move them around a little bit. You want to get the little toast all over evenly. That side I would say is done. That's really what we're looking for here. That's the perfect tortilla. It's gonna smell like it's burning, it's gonna look like it is, but all that is flavor. Right, so we got our fire roasted tortillas, we've got our salpicón made. The recipe calls for a pretty big batch of the salpicón. I'm making this for me. The rest of this I'm gonna give to the crew. They're pretty excited too. I like to kind of, when I get to the party, I like to doll it up just a little bit. I made the avocado crema. It's just crema, avocados pureed. I like to have this on the side so people can put it on their tortillas. I like to add a little bit of chopped up radishes just at the top to make it look pretty. You can mix them in if you want. Also like to slice up some fresh jalapenos, maybe some fresh limes for everybody. That's it, salpicón. Enjoy.